the capability of a company to determine what a customer wants and what you really should offer customizable, or perhaps what you don't need to offer customizable. And from a logic, solution space definition should be the first activity what you do when setting up a mass customization system, even if I here present it as the last. So the idea is, what should I offer? Or, more complicated, solution space definition is the ability of the organization to identify the idiosyncratic and unexploited needs and preferences of each individual customer so as to satisfy each singular customer needs, and the outcome of this is a range of options and customization features. But again, it's not so much a design capability, a product development capability, it's more a market research capability to really understand where customers want choice, but also where they are willing to pay for the fact that you address this choice. And here, some companies made big mistakes, or not big mistakes, but perhaps where company really were a little bit one-sided. Take Adidas. For many years they had a great offering, Me Adidas, which like Nike ID and really allowed you to create your own shoes, but on top on just color preferences, that was really a performance offering where you can customize the fit of the shoe and also some of the functional elements. And every season or so, the company has to have a review and really think about it. What is really what we should put into the solution space? Should we add more color combinations, more style, more size, more functional offerings? And they were thinking this through and through and were calculating the cost of another color option and so on. However, they didn't ask the ultimate question. Why do you buy a running shoe? Sounds simple, but ask yourself, why you buy a running shoe? Well, to run. Yes, but why are you running? To lose weight, perhaps. To get mental clearness. To get self-esteem by winning this half marathon. So in the end, it's not about the shoe. It's about using the shoe to achieve a higher objective. But was this in the solution space? Not. But where were the problems of most of the customers? Perhaps not with the shoe, but with the phase of using the shoe. And then another group in the company, Adidas, looked at this question of how does the sport footwear create value to the user from a different perspective. And they launched Me Coach. And it was developed independently from Me Adidas at the beginning, as the idea was not to customize the footwear, but to customize the training program with the footwear. As a traditional value proposition of Me Adidas was, you get the same product as a top athlete, but for a very affordable price. And the idea here of Me Coach was, well, you may use a standard product, but you get the same training and personal advice as a top athlete from his or her personal trainer. So what they did was setting up an artificial intelligence system and getting in a lot of knowledge from top trainers and coaches. And they were thinking about how they set up goals and plan, how they create custom workouts, how they track progress, how they inspire their students, how they also provide nutrition information and so on. And they connected this with a small device in the shoe that was corresponding with your smartphone and an app there to really provide this feedback mechanism and give you the advice. And for the user, it turns out, this was a much larger problem. Yes, it's nice to customize your footwear, but the real open problem, the real unexploited heterogeneity of the demand was in the usage stage. How to use the product, how to create a personalized training. And so this shows, and also was teaching myself, as I also didn't get it at the beginning, that often the real options for customization are not in the product space. even if we sell tangible products. They're in the service stage, in the usage stage, but it's also in the process how we sell the products. And this is really the idea and the core question of solution-based design. What is the value proposition of mass customization? What is the job we are solving with this customization offering for the customer? And here I think we did a lot of mistakes in the customization community in the past, as we were just offering customizable product for the sake of customization. We were offering this customization option as we could do it, but not as someone required it. So the concept of the job of the customer comes from Clay Christensen, and it's very established in innovation management. And it's this basic idea of that people don't want to buy a quarter-inch drill, but they want a quarter-inch hole. Well, it's pretty obvious. Perhaps they even don't want a quarter-inch hole. They want to decorate their wall with a painting. However, if we just stick with the quarter-inch hole metaphor, they not just want the quarter-inch hole, they want this without getting hurt, falling from a ladder, having to clean up, drilling a cooked hole, getting disturbance, getting any trouble with their neighbors, hitting a water pipe and all that. So it's often these so-called outcome statements that on top on the job to be done, I want a quarter-inch hole. These are these outcome statements that really are responsible for customer satisfaction. And there are existing pains and barriers in the existing solutions why customers really don't achieve these outcomes. And in the end, according to this logic, a product, a service is a solution that provides some of the features addressing some of these outcomes in a more innovative way. If you think about the market for drilling machines, it's not that they really drill better quarter-inch holes. They really innovate on all these outcome statements. Why do I share this? As I believe that a good, very sophisticated analysis of the jobs of the customers and the outcomes and the pain and the gains of a customer in a market should be the real starting point for solutions-based design. And then, if you really identified which are unmet outcomes or outcomes you could maximize, then customization may be an answer, and very often is, but it does not have to be the answer. So, before setting up a mass customization thing, think really about what's the open problems of your customers. And is it really that customization provides the answer? And then, is it customization of a product or customization of the services before and after purchase or during the usage stage? So, really, this is perhaps one of the core advices of this video module. So really start with solution-based definition. Don't do it in the end. Don't develop a mass customization manufacturing system. First, really try to learn what is a job customization is doing for your customers and then also for your business. And how to do it? Well, to address this ability of solution-based definition, we first may engage in market research, and there's a proven methodology to determine this job of the customer called outcome-driven innovation. The big challenge is that all conventional market research is different. What we professors teach you in business school is to use market research to find similarities in a market. As this is exactly how you segment a market to define a variety. So our traditional market research thinking is about finding the facts where people are similar. With mass customization, you need exactly the opposite. And to my experience, this demands big unlearning of market research personnel. They just don't get it. We are not looking for the fact where people are the same. Well, it's good to know this as well. But we are especially trying to look for these people where people are different and where they're willing to pay for the fact that we address this difference. And that's mentally, it's easy said, but difficult executed in my experience. Luckily, there are two other ways to come to better solution space. Well, one is really coming from user innovation research. Why do we have lead users? Why do we have people engaging in creating your own products? As what we all know from Eric von Hippel, necessity is the mother of innovation. A lot of new products and services has been invented by frustrated, unsatisfied users. Well, these users are not satisfied with the standard products available. So very often the demand to customize an offering is exactly the starting point of user innovation. And hence we also know that there are some methodologies to learn from these lead users. One idea is a lead user method, another is ethnography, really looking in online databases, online communities, user forums, where very often customers express not just the unsatisfaction with existing products, but ask other users for help, how to customize, modify a product. So an unexploited but very valuable source to come up with a solution space for mass customization is looking into these user forums, learning about the discussions users have about products, and also the co-creations of users of novel products, as they very often provide very insightful information for setting up a solution space. And finally, the good news is that the toolkit, the configurator, is an instrumental part of mass customization. And of course, once you set up a solution space and launched your offering, you can analyze the orders you get. You get information about the distribution of the selected options per parameter. And you really could say, do I need more cases for my watch or more straps? As everyone gets a black strap, well, perhaps I don't have to invest so much into spaces. But the log file analysis of your configurator may tell you people spend most of the time in really selecting the case. And if this is a fact, well, then I probably provide more choice on the case level, as this seems to be important for customers. So setting up a solution space is not just an initial procedure, but it's a continuous iteration of learning from customers, their aggregated feedback, and improving the solution space. And again, as I said at the very beginning, customization allows cheap experimentation. You just place a new option in the configurator, you see how the market reacts, and then you later decide if you really should execute it or not.